Dear all, welcome back. We are going to discuss the continuation of the measurement of the temperature in case of the post-mortem changes. Okay, so coming to the temperature, measurement of temperature. Here we are discussing regarding the algor mortis. So algor mortis is the gradual decrease in the temperature of the body after death. So here how are we going to assess the temperature after death? So coming to the measurement of temperature, the rectum is the ideal place to record the temperature except in cases of sodomy. So by sodomy here it means the anal intercourse. Okay, so a laboratory thermometer around which is 25 centimeter long with a range from 0 to 50 degree Celsius. So the thermometer should be inserted up to 8 to 10 centimeter inside the rectum. Also, the temperature can be recorded by making a small opening in the peritoneal cavity and inserting the thermometer in contact with the inferior surface of the liver. So that is another method of the measurement of the temperature after death. Also, the external auditory meatus or the nasal passage also can be used for the recording of the temperature. Next, even though when we are checking the rectal temperature to find the estimated time since death, there are some variations which we can find in the rectal temperature. So the first one is the rectal temperature is between 36.5 to 37.5, which is slightly different from the normal body temperature. So the rectal temperature is about 0.6 to 1 degree Celsius higher than the oral temperature. So during sleep, the rectal temperature decrease by half to 1 degree Celsius. And in case of fat or ear embolism, septicemia, that is infection of the blood, heat stroke, that thyrotoxicosis, in case of psychotic conditions or like in case of emotional stress condition, carbon monoxide poisoning, cocaine or heroin intoxication. In case of drug reaction, there will be a sharp rise in the rectal temperature. So it may not be a reliable indicator when we check the rectal temperature in these conditions. And in case of exercise or struggle prior to death, then the rectal temperature will be increased around 1.5 to 2 degree Celsius. And in case of low temperature death, in case of collapse or congestive cardiac failure, hypothermia, hypothyroidism, administration of muscle relaxants and cholera, etc., then a slightly lower temperature in the rectum will be found in these conditions. Next, these are some of the factors affecting the rate of cooling. So first one is the difference in temperature between the body and the medium. So here what will happen? The temperature fall will be rapid if there is a more difference between the body and the ear temperature. Okay, so in example, in case of hot temperature, the cooling will be slow because the transfer of the heat will be slow. Next, the bill of the cadaver. So here the rate of heat loss is proportional to the weight of the body to its surface area. So in short, in a simple way, children and all people, they will cool rapidly as compared to a fully grown adult. Next, coming to the physics of the cadaver. So fat is a very bad conductor of heat. So the fat bodies will cool down slowly and the lean body will cool down quickly as compared to a body which has more fat content. Next, coming to the environment of the body. So if the body is kept in a very well ventilated room, it will cool more rapidly than the one kept in a closed room. Why? Because the transfer of the heat from inside the room to the outside environment will be slow. So moist air is a better conductor of heat as compared to dry air. So cooling in a humid atmosphere is more than in a dry air. and cooling is water in water is rapid, as water is a better conductor of heat. So, here what will happen? Cooling in a still water is about twice as fast in the air, and in a flowing water it is about 3 times. So, in short, in a flowing water the cooling of the body will be 3 times faster than that of the air. Next, covering on and around the body. The rate of cooling is slow when the body is fully clothed. Means, since the cloth is forming a barrier between the ground or the air along with the body, that is why the rate of cooling is slow as compared to the body which does not have any clothes. So, why we are studying regarding this gradual cooling of the body after death? Because it has its own medico legal importance. So, first one is to determine our estimated time of death or estimated time since death. Okay, then it is usually what happens, the formation of this algor mortis in the body is important in cold and temperate climate, but not in a hot climate, and often it cannot be used as an indicator of a post-mortem of time since death if the body is usually exposed in a warm or a tropical climate zone, or in case of outdoor deaths also. Why? Because there are so many factors which are affecting the rate of cooling in case of death in such conditions. Next, we have something called as the post-mortem caloricity. So, in this condition, the temperature of the body remain increased or raised for the first 2 hours or so few hours after death, and mainly there are 3 main reasons. First one, when the regulation of the heat production is severely disturbed before death, in case if the person has died of a sunstroke or in case of some nervous disorders. Then coming to the second one, when there has been a great increase in the heat production in the muscles due to convulsions in case of diseases like tetanus and strychnine poisoning. Then third one, when there has been excessive bacterial activity as in septicemia, cholera and fever. Thank you all.